Howdy folks, this lesson is going to be about some scales and exercises based off of E. So one that's very common is the E minor pentatonic scale. Okay, so it's kind of an easy scale. It's probably the most common scale to start doing little solos and easy melodies and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the scale. It's open 2, open 2, open 3, open 3. But one important note is that 2 right there, that is the E, so that's the root note. So we can still include the open, that D note, but this is where it would start if you wanted to like start a phrase that started on the root, and the other E is down here, this open down here. So what we're going to do, take a little run through that scale there. Now what we're going to do is, with each of these scales that I show you today, we're going to do little exercises with them. So you can play along with me. I'll do them nice and slow. What we're going to do here is we're going to start on the 2. We're going to do 3 notes. So it's like a little triplet. 1 and then we're going to go to the next note. And we're going to do a triplet on each new note going up. So it's going to be 2, O, 2, and then open on the G, back to that 2, and open again. So each one starts on a higher note, goes lower, and comes back to the original note. So we're going to have 2, O, 2, open, 2, open, and then we're going to have 2, O, 2 right here, and open on the B, back to the 2 and back, and then 3, O, 3, and then open on the E, and 3, O, 3. Okay, so let's try that. I'll give you a 3 count. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then going backwards can be a little tricky, but we're going to go 3, O, 3, and then open on the E to 3 on the B and back, and then 3, O, 3, and then we have the open to the 2 and back, 2, O, 2, open on the G to that 2 and back, and then we have that last set. So let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, and then open. 3, open, 2, open, 2, O, 2. Okay, let's try that one again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do both of those again. We'll start on this one here. They'll do the one going up, the ascending one. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go back. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was the sets of 3s exercise. Now we're going to do sets of 4. We're going to go ahead and start on that D note, and we're going to go up the first 4 notes of the scale. O2, O2. Now we're going to come back to the 2 and go up 4 notes from there. And then we're on the G, going up 4 notes, and then we'd be on the 2 of the G string. And then we'd be on the B string for that last set. So that was Okay, so I'll give you a 4 count on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we go back, we're gonna have 3, 0, 3, 0, and then we have to think of what's the other note lower than that one on that string. So that'd be the open. So 3, 0, 3, 0, and then little open. So the 3, 0 to the 2, and then the 3 here. And open B. 2, 0, 2, 0. Kind of end on that E there. So let's go down here from this one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go through all those again. We'll start on the open. We're gonna have sets of 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we'll go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was the minor pentatonic. So if we were looking at the major scale for E, that'd be your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Straight up the major scale. So this is the first note, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth is the same as the first one was, the octave. So to get a minor pentatonic scale, the one we were just playing, we use the first note, and instead of going to the 3, we flat that. That's how we get that G in there. So it's 1, flat 3, 4, 5. See how this is starting to look like our scale now? So 1, flat 3, 4, 5. Now that 5 could also be here on this 4. So if we were looking at the scale like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'd have 1, flat 3, 4, 5. And then we have a flat 7. So our 7th note was this one. We flat that, we get this one. So just a quick rundown of how you get a minor pentatonic scale. It's the 1, flat 3rd, 4th, 5th, flat 7th, and you're back to the 1 again. Okay, so let's move on to the E major scale that we just hinted at here. We got 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. And we could keep going, add a few more notes, get another 2, 4, 5. So let's look at that again. We got 2 and 4, and then 1, 2, 4, and then 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5 again. Okay, let's play that together. 3, 4. Let's go back. 3, 4. Okay, now we can do a 4s exercise with this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have to go to the second note of the scale and go up 4 from it. And then we'll be on this 1 right here. And then we'll be on the 2, and then the 4 here, and then the 2, and the 4, and then the 5. Okay, let's try that. 3, 4. And then the 4. And then the 1. And then the 2. Then the 4. Then the 2. Then the 4. Then the 5. Okay, then we're going to go backwards. so I'll count that out. Now, these are real important because this just gets your fingers moving in the shapes of scales that you'll be using in songs and solos and different types of riffs and things. So very important to practice these types of little exercises. It gets your fingers moving really good, gets you understanding like, scales and theory a little better. So let's count this off. We got 3, 4. So take a look at the tabs on these and, take it nice and slow. I didn't write them going backwards, but just read them, right to left going back. So once again, a major scale. All the other scales come from a major scale. So that's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And by doing different things to those notes, like flatting them and doing different stuff, that's how you get other scales. Okay, so this is going to be the kind of the happy blues scale. This is like we did a minor pentatonic to start. This is the major pentatonic. So it's going to use notes straight from the major scale. It's just going to have some of them are going to be missing. So we have 2 and 4, and then 1 and 4, then 2 and 5, 2 and 4. So the intervals of this is 1, 2, 3, and then we don't play the 4th note. We play the 5th note and the 6th note, and we don't play the 7th note. We get back to our octave here. So it's 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 4. Okay, let's try that. 3, 4. Okay, then there's something else we can do with this. The way that you play this a little easier. See, that was kind of a sort of a difficult reach for some of those things, right? What we do with this major pentatonic a lot of times is we'll move it up into a new position where the notes play out better. Okay, so that was 2, and then 4 slides into 6, and then 4 to 6. Then I'm going to go first finger on the 5 because I'm going to slide the 7 to the 9. 7, 9 down here, and then 12. So if we go back, we got 12, 9, and 7. I'm going to take this 9, slide it to 7 to get us in our positions we need to be in. Okay, so one more time going up on that. Then back. Okay, we're going to do one more thing here. We're going to do the little triplets thing on this. Okay, so we start on the 4, 2, 4. I'll give you a 3 count on that. We'll go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Let's try to take it back now. I'll give you a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. You could end on an E. Okay, so let's try that up and down again. So, and take a look at your tab, it'll help out a lot. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going back. Okay, so just to review, we had our E minor pentatonic. And we had our major scale. Then we had our major pentatonic. Major pentatonic is made of the 1, 2, and 3, and 5, and 6, and that's your octave. And once again, we had the combining positions way to do that scale. All right, I hope you found that helpful. Some exercises and different scales based on the kind of the key of E and E minor. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. We're going to slide from the 3rd fret into the 5th on the 2nd string, and we're going to play the little string open at the same time. So it ends up being like, and that's a down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See how that slide is so fast that you really just hear like the 5. So now we're going to jump up here to the little 7 with the 8 on the 2nd string. Same little strum, and then this one again. Dee-dum, dee-dum. So there's a couple more of that one. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So we get into the 1 of the new measure, and then we're going to go. Okay, so we're going to slide from the 2 to the 4 in the G, and then we're going to go 2, 3, 2, like a quick one. Try to pull that off or just pick that open. Big 2 right there. So we got. Okay, and then we're going to have the easy riff for this. Here's our E7 chord, 2, 1, 3, open. The easy way to do this would be like, think about the 1 and come in with an upstroke after the 1, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So let's try that. 2, 3, 4, a 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now say if we're going to try that with this A7, we got the 2s with the 3 on the bottom. Let's try the same kind of rhythm. 3, 4, 1, and. Okay, and then. That's our B7. So that's our 3 chords. We got E7. You could go an easier E7 with O1, open, open. We got our A7. Kind of sounds best with this one on this song. But you could do A7 as a 2-0-2-0 as well, or 2-0-2-3. And then our B7, 1-2-0-2. Okay, so when we get into the little rhythm here, we got. Then we have this little riff. Okay, so that's a little crazy, but we'll take it nice and slow. So we got 3 of the same thing. We got that 2-4, typical blues phrase. 2-4 in the G, we got that 3 underneath it. Now we're going to take this one back. So kind of a quick one, 4-2 open to the 2. And now we have to go higher instead of lower at that point because we don't have those bass note strings. So we got 2-4-4, and then we're going to go. So that's 3-4-5 on the second string. 3 and then 4 in the third string to the third to 2, 3, 2 open. So once again it was. And then 2 to open, little open to the big one. So we got. And then we're going to slide into the 4 and the 3 with the open underneath. We get a 1 and a 2 and a. We got like triplets going in there. So we got. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a. Hit that again. 2, 3, 4 there. Okay, so let's look at the whole thing again. Keep going on E7, A7, E7, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, and then we be into the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, 1, and. A7. So there's a new little rhythm you can put in there. So we come from the E7, 3, 4, 1. Finest wine, you mess with her, you don't. It's my sweet. So when it gets into that sweet little angel thing. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Okay, so you can always kind of do that turnaround. Now there's another cool riff over here we can do on like a verse. Okay, so that would be each note you alternate with a little open one. We're gonna go 2 to the 1 on the third string. Now here we're gonna go open on the second string to the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, back to that 1, so it ends up being. And then if you wanted to, you could take that up here to the A. So we're doing the 7, 6, 5, 5. We're going little 5 is our alternate. 7, 6, 5, 7, 8 on the second string. See that same stuff, then we're back. And then we'll have our turnaround. Okay, so that's some extra little fun stuff you can do. Every now and again, he'll have a stop like, my baby, da-da-da-da. We'll do a little riff, ding, a little open, little hammer on, kind of slide back and forth, pull off. So it's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-dee-da-da, and then. Okay, now let's just get into the jam part of this. So we're gonna have our E minor pentatonic scale. And if sometimes we're on that E7 chord, you can bring in that little hammer onto that 1. And it usually works best when you go up to the 1, not like down from the 1 to the open. Has a different type of a sound that way. So you can kind of add that in. Now we've also got, we can look at how we combine positions. We've also got the pentatonic flat fifth, the flat fifth note there. So we got all those notes, so let's do a little solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take one. All right, you take it. Last time. We'll have a stop. Okay, so what I did there is I kind of did a turnaround, stopped on the A7. We could have done a bass or like, and then we got. So I did a slide here, 3 to 4, to open. 3-0. See that 4 right there is the same as doing that little hammer into that major note. Same thing. So when you're on that E7, you have that major G sharp note. You can add to your pentatonic notes. So it's. Then what I did here for these last 2 chords, I did 5 with 6s into the 6 with 7s, because that's an E7 type of a chord right there. E7, 9. All right, this is going to be Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. We're going to have some little blues jamming in this as well. So let's look at the basic kind of rhythm on this. We're going to have... So it's basically you got these top 3 threes. This is a B flat chord. You're going to go twice on that and then bring in this ring finger to the 5th fret. So it ends up being like 5, 3, 3. And then you go back to the 3s. So it's like a... That's one set of this. So we got... Okay, so you do like 8 sets of that for a verse, and you come up here to the 8th fret. Do that 4 times, and then back 4 times. we're going to jump up here to the 10th fret. Do that 4 times. Now a lot of blues tunes would go like down to that lower one there, that 5 chord to the 4 chord. This one just does that 5 chord 4 times and goes back to B flat. Okay, so that's a whole verse. Let's look at that again. So we got 8 times on this B flat. We'll do it nice and slow. 3 and 4 and. Four more. Let's jump up to that 8th fret. 3, 4. Okay, so that was that 4 times, and we're back here. 3, 4. And then we're way up to the 10. 4 times. Back to B flat. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again, and now we could also do some jamming on this. So think about your minor pentatonic, little blues scale there. So that'd be 8. You could use the 6 too, but the 8 is the root note. 8, then 6, 8, 6, 9, 6, 9. And as you're gonna see, we can add some notes into this. Chuck Berry added a lot of these riffs too. So you have this little hammer you can do. You could do 6s and 8s into 10. Get that major pentatonic for B flat. You could also do the notes of the minor with the majors. You get your flat 5th there. We got this little major note from the B flat major chord there. So how about that? I'll do the rhythm for like a verse, and you guys go ahead and do a jam on that, or you can play the rhythm with me. 2, 3, and. Going up. Back. Turn around. Back. Let's do that again. Back. Turn around. Okay, now let's get into the intro of the tune and all of Chuck Berry's classic riffs up there. So we got. That's our first riff. So we're going to slide from the 6 to the 7 real quick with the middle finger on the G string. 6, 8 on the second. And then we're going these 5s into the 6s on the bottom 2. So it's a quick slide and then 2 more sets of the 6s. So that's actually 3 times through of that. So it's like 2nd, 3rd. So that last time we hit the 6s, we go 9 on the second, 8, 6, and then we go. Do that little hammer on that 6 to 7 to the 8 down there. So the whole thing in the beginning we got. Now we're gonna hit the top 2 here, the 8 and the 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's like a whole measure of just those 2 notes. And then we have a. So this one's a quick 6 to 7 again, and then 6, 8, 6 on the second. Slide the 7 to 5, and then 3 to 5 over here. So we got. Okay, then we start the Chuck Berry bending thing, but we're not going to really be able to bend this, so we're going to slide these notes. So we're going to go. So it's a quick 4 to 6 on the second string, followed by another 6. So it's bump, D, bump, D, bump, D, bump. And we kind of do 2 sets of that. So it's like every now and again it'll hit a little 2 6s as a chord down there. Do it again. And then this last one we're gonna have So this one kind of holds that slide for just a quick second, and then we go little 6, 9, 8, 6, and then little 8, 6. So it's, and then 9, 8, 6 again, 8 here, and then the hammer on, 6, 6, 9. Okay, so let's run that all again. We got the so when we hit this, we go. You hit that hammer on quick, you kind of hold it for a second, and we get into a 6, 6, 9, 8, 6, and then 2 of these slides again. And then 8, hammer, 8. So that's a lot going on. I'll do that one more time. We got. Okay, and I got the tab for that, so check that out. And then we got the rhythm. We got. So this is a verse. 4 chord, 8th fret. That's an E flat. We'll go back to B flat. And then we got the F chord, 10th fret. We'll go back to B flat. Go, go. We're gonna slide into this 10 and 9 on the 3rd and 2nd strings. And we end up going to the 11 on the 2nd string as another chord there. Da 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 dee. And then you keep strumming, go. And then you switch chords, go. Same riff. So you kind of hit the chord once, and then you got this riff, and then you kind of got to fill out the space of the chord after that riff. So it's like go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, switch chords, go. That you just do the chord. Now we have another thing we have. Okay, so it starts the same as the beginning, and then we get into the 6s. Now we're gonna go 6s and then 8s and then 6s, but hammering into the 7 to the 8. So it's. And if you find that too difficult to get those chords, you could do these single notes here, do the chord down here, and then 8, and then hammer to the 8. But if you can get the chords, it sounds bigger, so it's like. So we do that riff twice in a row, then we start going faster. And the last one goes dum, 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 dum. Okay, so once again on that breakdown. And then you pick up on that. Turn around. Ba-dum, 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 bum. With an open and a 3. Okay, so once again we got 3, 4. All right, Johnny Be Good. Let's have another jam with the blues one more time before we're done here. 2, 3, and. All right, check out Jimi Hendrix's live version of Johnny Be Good if you haven't heard it. It is quite excellent. So Chuck Berry, all right, the blues. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon. All right, this is a request for Chris. Thanks for the tip, Chris. This is going to be Oh Well by Peter Green, Fleetwood Mac. So we're going to have a capo on the 2nd fret to put you in the same key as the recording. We're going to have this little riff here. Okay, so we have a little kind of a E power chord there. We're going to start out with this 0-3-0. So it's kind of like the E minor pentatonic scale in this case. So we have 0-3-0 on the big string, and then open to 2 on the 3rd string, down to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So it's, that's our first little maneuver there. Now we're going to go hammer on pull off, open 2 open on the G, 3 to open pull off on the D string there, and then on the little power chord there, open and 2 and the 2 big ones. Da-dum, dum. So. Okay, so real slow. Second one goes. So it has the same beginning. 0-2-2, and then 0-2 to 3 on the 2nd string. And then the ba-dum, bum. So the first 2 together are. Third one, same as the first. Fourth one. So that one went 0-2-1-3-1 down here. Pull off there, 3, and then 2 to the 2 little power chords there at the end. So. And all of this is in the tab if that helps out. So I'll do the whole intro here. We got. Okay, then we get into a new riff that's like. Okay, so that's like your 5th fret, considering the capo. We got 5 to 7. So 5, 7, hammer on. A couple more of those, kind of giving it a little vibrato. And then do one more 7 and go down to this 6 and 5 down here. So it's. Got that little chord on the bottom too. So that goes 3 times, and then the 4th time you go. So da-dum, bum, bum, ba-bum. And then we're into the next thing. And this is going to go 4 times. So it's 5, 7, 6 down here to the 7, and then another 5, 7. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay, now we're going to add to that riff. So it's 5, 7, 6, 7, and then 8 on the 2nd string, back to the 7 on the 3rd, and then 9 on the 2nd string, back to that 7 on the 3rd. So it's. And then we have this new riff. So we have 3 to 5 in the big one, 6 to 7 after that. Kind of quick on this 5, 6, 7 on the next string. So. So you see how we kind of got that ba ba da dum da dum bum ba da 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 ba da 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 dum. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, right into the 5, 6, 7 on the next one. Now 6 to 8, the 8 slides to 10, 8, 10 on the bottom here. And of course these frets, that's really the 12, but we're considering everything starting on the 2 being like a 0 fret. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay, so it's a bit of a tricky one. Okay, then we have some vocals, and then we're going to come in with the original riff, our first riff, and then we get back into the just 2 times though. Now the added riff. Now our riff is going to change a little bit. So we're going to have, this is really the 12, but we're going to call it the 10. So it's 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 10, 13, 10. And the second one in the tune here, they kind of mix it up and go kind of different directions and stuff. But this kind of works for that, and for the ending it works pretty well. So okay, then they get into a groove, which is just, you can kind of just play this E5 chord, E power chord. Kind of has a groove like that. Dum da da dum dum da dum. Down down up down up up down. There's a lot of electric guitar type stuff going on, but this will get you through it. So you do like 8 of those. Kind of hit one to stop on that 9th time. Then we got more vocals. We got our original A riff again. And then we have that thing again. So that's what I'm calling parts C and D. So once again, that was da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. And then we have our 4 times. Then the added riff. Then we got that riff up here. And that's the end of the song. Okay, so some of this, they're kind of variating a bit, and I'm keeping it a little bit simple, but that'll make it a little bit easier to play. So let's go through everything again. We got... And we have... and added riff. Okay, so just take your time with these, learn them nice and slow, and then we get back to we got vocals, and then we got, so we do the whole A section again, then we do the B section twice. And then the added. Had that riff up here, 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 10, 13, 10. And then our groove is like. Ends with so like 8 of those. Then you got more part A, we got part C again. And then 4 of them this time. Added riff. All right, Oh Well by Fleetwood Mac, written by Peter Green. Great tune. Thanks for the request, Chris, and thanks for the tip.